Hey everybody, this is the dog, and I just want to preach to you another message. And I hope this one is an encouraging word to you, that if you're kind of doubting and wondering where God is taking you, I want to just share a word with you that would greatly encourage you, and know that He's taking you to a special place. And I wouldn't doubt and I wouldn't fear at the time. Now, I'm looking at over here, if you're looking at this is a lake, and I get the story from the Gospels where Jesus just finished a humongous task, and He tells His disciples, hey, let's go to the other side from the Lake of Galilee. We're going to go to the other side, and I got a purpose and I got a plan to do something over there. Well, His disciples were all excited, and He says, look, boys, get into the boat. Since they know the runabouts about Galilee, and the storms can spring up at any moment and can capsize some boats. So they didn't doubt this is a nice day just like this. You're looking at, there's a gator right there. You see the gator? He's over there. Anyway, long story short, he says this. He says, get in the boat. We gotta go to the other side. Well, the disciples get into the boat, and they start to proceed to the other side. We don't know whereabouts a storm came about. But when the storm came about while they were in a boat, it could have been somewhere in the middle of the Lake of Galilee, or it could have been somewhere in the middle somewhere. We don't know. But by this time, Jesus is asleep. He's sleeping. He's on the bottom of the boat. He's probably got a head on his pillow, and he's probably snoring. All of a sudden, the disciples start panicking. There's a storm. What are we going to do? Well, let's throw things overboard. So they start throwing things overboard. And be real. Let's just think about this. You want to lighten the boat. So they probably were trying to lighten the boat, and they were trying to get in so that they won't capsize. The winds are blowing, and all the doubters are on the boat. We're going to sink. We're going to get killed. And because the majority of them were fishermen, they knew what the sea was all about. Well, this is what happens. While at sea, they panic. They tell Jesus, look, Jesus, get up, get up. He gets up, looks at His disciples, and says, man, boys, you got such little faith. I'm being nice about it. He could have rebuked them really strongly. He says, what? But in a godly way. He goes on top of the ship and looks at the storm and says to the storm, peace. And the storm stopped. Now this is where I want to get interested, where the message gets a little interesting. First and foremost, if you got a storm and Jesus comes out on the boat and rebukes the storm wasn't put together by natural elements. You know, you get a wind blowing, you get the clouds coming in, you get a little thunderstorm. No, it wasn't like that. This was a very strong demonic storm. The demons actually created the storm. Whether you want to believe that or not, that's here or there, but demons probably did create the storm, trying to take the apostles down and trying to take Jesus down. They didn't want Jesus to get to the other side. But you got to remember what Jesus first told the disciples of His. We're going to the other side. What has Jesus been telling you? Has He been telling you we're going to the other side? Has He? And then what is your response? It's like, oh, yeah, we're going to go to the other side. And then a storm hits. A trial comes. And boy, you're stuck in the middle of a bad storm. All the pressure's on you. Everything's hitting you at one time. And you feel like you're going to sink. But you got to go back to the words of Christ. You're going to go to the other side. We got a plan. And I got to be in that plan with you. And you're going to be used by me. And we got to go to the other side. And what Jesus is trying to say to you today. No matter what storm you're facing, you're going to get to the other side. And so don't doubt. And immediately after He rebukes the storm, you know what happens? This is what happens. They're on the other side. So when Jesus tells you He's going to get to the other side, trust Him. Don't doubt Him. Trust Him. Because if He said it and declared it in your life, He's going to fulfill His word. Don't doubt Him. Don't doubt Him. Just don't doubt Him. Okay? with that said, what are you going to do? Are you going to make an excuse and say, well, Jesus, this was a nice ride, but I'm in a storm right now and I don't think I'm going to make it. Therefore, I'm going to abandon this purpose. I'm going to abandon this mission. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to go back into the world and live for myself. Or are you going to put your heels into the dirt or your cleats into the dirt and say, I'm in it for the long haul. Whether you rebuke the storm right now or not, I'm going to trust you. We're going to make it to the other side. So with that said, I want you to trust God. Stop doubting and start trusting. You know what the opposite of doubt is? Trust. The opposite of trust is doubt. So reverse it. If you're doubting, don't doubt no more. Trust Him, please. And He'll take you through to the other side. Look, the other side is there. Now you may look at, there's two gators, and I'm preaching, and there's a gator there, and there's a gator. I don't know if you can see them, but there's two gator heads looking at me preach. That's awesome, isn't it? They're listening to me preach the Word of God, and it's just an awesome moment. I just want to say this to you: be encouraged. Don't let the devil knock you down. Don't let the devil say you're not going to make it. Look, we all go through trials. Every one of us. You and I both go through hard times. You and I both go through financial difficulties and harsh and hard times. Don't let the enemy take you down. Trust Jesus. Remember, if Jesus did say He was going to take you to the other side, He's going to take you to the other side. With that, I'm going to sign out. This is the dog. Have faith in God. Trust Him today. He's going to take you to the other side. I'm signing out. And last time, let's take a look at those gators one more time. Hey, gators. Peace. Love you guys. Bye-bye.